Hello, this is your weekly space news roundup for the 23rd of May 2021, read by me, Philip Day of giant-leap.space. In today's episode, last week, OneWeb signed an MOU for the American market. This week, they swiftly follow up with Canadian firm Rock Networks. Cybersecurity and space firm Arqit have announced a plan to create 2,000 new jobs. The UK Space Agency released data showing the UK space industry might be bigger than you thought. Applications open for the International Earth Observation Dashboard Hackathon taking place next month. We've detailed how to apply over on LinkedIn, and of course the link is in the description. The European Space Agency have given UK companies a share of £2 million towards infrastructure for the moon. Airbus's fully privately funded Pleiades Neo constellation of super high-resolution satellites have published their first incredible images. ESA prepare for their solar weather satellite mission. You could name it, we'll tell you how. And with 78 different jobs published to our Discord feed this week, it's been hard to select the hashtag job of the week. However, we're bringing you one of two offerings from Skyrora. OneWeb partners up with Rock Networks as a key defence distributor for the Canadian market. By now, you're almost tired of hearing all of the news coming out of the global communications network provider OneWeb, who often seem to dominate the newscape for the UK space industry. They continue their rampage across the global communications scene by teaming up with Rock Networks, who have a good pedigree of sales into the Canadian government market. Arqit, the quantum computing cybersecurity firm, have announced plans for new jobs, exploding onto the scene out of stealth mode in recent weeks with a host of big names in the industry on their team. The Virgin Orbit-backed business has announced that the team is merely the core of a much larger group. Arqit was formed in 2017 but is now ready to drive their product called Quantum Cloud and believe they're ready to create a full 2,000 so-called high-tech jobs. As more becomes known about these opportunities, such as roles, locations and release dates, we'll be sure to let you know. The UK space industry reaches £16.4 billion a year. As a giant leaper, you probably know better than most the scale, production and innovation that sits behind this impressive figure. But to give you a parallel, that's almost 12 times the size of the much reported and celebrated UK fishing industry at a paltry 1.4 billion, or about 1.1 times the annual police budget for the entire United Kingdom, 15.25 billion according to the Home Office. No matter what your metric, we can all agree it represents a significant wedge. In fact, it's about 3 times the size of the European Space Agency budget, which is capable of sending missions to the Moon, Mars and beyond. It's time to start dreaming bigger, United Kingdom. Much bigger. The European Space Agency fund 2 consortia for lunar infrastructure. Speaking of the European Space Agency, several UK companies are sharing in a £2 million fund for developing infrastructure for the Moon. Surrey Satellite Technologies, SSTL, are leading a consortium including Airbus Defence and Space, Goonhilly Earth Station and GMV NSL to develop a data relay and navigation service around the Moon under the ESA, quote, Moonlight programme. Italian Telespazio are leading another consortium, this time including the UK's MDA Space and Robotics and Inmarsat to investigate the same technologies, providing, quote, lunar communications and navigation services, known as LCNS. The SSTL study includes for the infrastructure required to actually deliver the capabilities too, whilst the Telespazio scope includes for more use cases on the LCNS system, not just on the surface, but above the surface and in orbit too. Pleiades Neo is a constellation of 4 satellites. 2 are already in orbit and have returned their first images. These incredible images need little introduction, but warrant much fanfare. Airbus has privately funded this mission from design to delivery and will operate the constellation of 4 identical satellites for approximately the next 10 years, to take breathtaking 30cm resolution visual spectrum imagery of planet Earth. This incredible imagery could detect individual railway sleepers, cars or even sunbathers, though you needn't worry quite yet if you've gone for the natural look. Presently, your entire body will form about 2 pixels distinct from your surroundings, so your cheeky mid-morning mojito out in the sunshine can still be our little secret for some time to come. Giant-leap.space is approaching our first birthday rapidly, and you've already been the most incredible, supportive audience I could have ever wished for. I just want to thank you all so much. To celebrate our birthday, Giant-Leap is going to create some new merch. A link to our existing store is in the description, and a shout out to the awesome individual who bought our Starship Flip and Burn t-shirt this week. ESA seeks your help in naming Sunny McSatface Solar Weather Orbiter. The European Space Agency is to launch a mission to detect solar flares and other types of solar storms. These present a real danger to astronauts and technology in space, and here on Earth. The dangerously radioactive bursts from the sun are not uncommon, but are presently very difficult to predict. The mission has a very serious task of helping us to uncover more about the way solar storms work, and could have an impact on ensuring fewer GPS errors as you go about your day-to-day life. Giant-Leap has proposed the name Carrington-Hodgson Observatory after Richard Carrington and Richard Hodgson, who both independently discovered solar flares in 1895, starting the scientific discovery of solar weather that this ESA mission aims to follow. Our name probably won't be selected, but yours could. Check out the description for the entry link, and be sure to read the rules to ensure your entry counts. Could it be Sunny McSatface after all? The hashtag Job of the Week this week comes from a pick of over 70 roles, all available for you to see on the Discord jobs feed. This week's selection comes from Scottish rocket company Skyroarer, who are seeking 2 roles this week. We've chosen the Business Communications Officer role to be based in Edinburgh with a competitive salary. So, if you're passionate about space outreach and wish to help the launch company to form their public image and tell their story, Skyroarer is ready to hear from you over on skyroarer.com/career. They're ready for someone to start immediately. As you've watched so far on YouTube, it'd be incredible if you could destroy the like button and subscribe with that notification bell thoroughly rung. It makes an enormous difference to the way our channel is treated and helps us to support the UK space industry. It is a hobby, after all. On social media, we're using the hashtag Giant-Leap, where we usually post several times a day. If you'd like to be a part of it there, come and join us there. Thanks for checking in, and until next time, remember that every giant leap is set up by thousands of small steps.